So people need to know that this is reality, whether you want to face it or not, and that the reason everything Alex Jones said 25 years ago is now mainstream news is I read stuff the globalists wrote in the 50s that they got in place by the 70s. And then I read stuff they wrote in the 80s that they had in place by the 2000s. And then the stuff they had in place in the Rio de Janeiro event in 1992, they got by 2020. And by 2020, now they have 2030. Because you asked the question, nobody really ever asked me that. That was a great question. Beware of the conspiracies that aren't real. Beware of the ones that the system pushes and promotes to make us look like idiots, like JFK Jr. is still alive and is coming back. So that's what Tucker Carlson's been saying. And I don't want to get in too much trouble. I've already been griped at a little bit. But people tell me a lot of stuff, and then I'm not supposed to talk about it, and then I do. But aren't we ready to start winning? We don't just have Benedict Arnolds in our camp from their side. There is controlled opposition. We know who they are. They stick out like sore thumbs.
I feel like the perception that's put out there and the clips that are shown is that you're, raging and you're screaming and obviously you're passionate. But I feel like people miss this like whole other side of you that's just kind and generous and caring. And so I always just want to tell people about that. So my question is that I'm taking a while to get to.
No, it's great.
Is it true that any part of that rage or the stuff that gets shared has been in the past intentional, like a character almost that you wanted to put out there, or is that just kind of what happened?
Yes. I know those same people will take me doing that from this interview and do it. They're being dishonest right there.
Right.
Because I'm showing them what I mean by something.
Yeah, you're saying it and you're expressing your intention, but they still value how they're perceiving it more.
Absolutely. And what's hurting the liberty movement, the awakening movement, and the globalists who artificially funded this and promote this is not every time somebody's sitting there and thought doing this is an Illuminati symbol.
Right.
I mean, that's a natural thing people do.
I mean,
Elon Musk may be the Antichrist.
Wow.